Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is NJ and I'm a Nigerian YouTuber based in Nnewi, Anambra State. You guys, this video is going to be a story time. So I realized I don't really do story times on this video, maybe because I feel like I don't have a lot of stories, or maybe I feel like I'm not a good storyteller or something like that, because really I'm a pretty boring person. Nothing exciting ever happens in my life. But then I was thinking today, see, I have this face, you know, full of makeup, and Nelo and I, my sister Nelo and I, we just filmed a video, and so I'm like, this makeup cannot go to waste. I have to utilize it. And so yeah, I thought about, you know, just doing this video, a story time, you know, telling you guys my experience, you know, going to boarding school from my primary to when I was 7 years old. Guys, I was 7 years old when I went to boarding school, and it was, well, you guys are going to find out shortly. So please sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy this story time. So you guys, yeah, some of you may have heard me say this in one or two of my videos, that I actually went to a boarding school from my primary 2, like when I was in primary 2. So I don't know, my dad, I don't know, maybe he just thought that we were going to benefit from, you know, being in boarding school and all that. And I think maybe because we started off going to school at Nnewi, and so maybe he just wanted something better for us, a better education and all that kind of stuff. And so one of his friends told him about Igbenedion. Yes, so it was me and my sister, all of us, apart from Nelo, because Nelo was still too young. She was way too young. We were young too, but like Nelo was quite young. So me, my immediate elder sister Neka, and then my 3 older siblings, the 3 of them got shipped down to Kaduna boarding school, and then my sister Neka and I, we were sent to Igbenedion primary school. I was in primary 2 and Neka was in primary 4. And so like when my dad told us we were going to go to a boarding school, we were so excited. We didn't even feel bad. We were so excited to like live in Nnewi, you know, go and experience something better, you know, something else, something new and all that kind of stuff. So the day came, you know, we went for the entrance exam, of course, because school had already started. So we had to go to the school, and then we had to write our exams and all that. I was actually supposed to be going to primary 3, and Neka was supposed to be going to primary 5. But then when we got to Igbenedion, they said, oh, you know, we're coming from the village, and the standard of education in the village is not the same with that, you know, in Edo State, in the city or whatever. And they still had us write exams and all that, so we all passed. I remember I got 70 over 100 overall, but still they said it would be better if we stepped down, you know, 1 class down and all that. That was the part we didn't like so much, because like our mates, they were all moving up to the next class, and then we were about to repeat a class, you know. But well, it was a new experience and we're still excited and all that. So at the end of the day, we had to go, you know, a class down. So instead of primary 3, I stayed with primary 2. I stayed at primary 2, and Neka stayed at primary 4. So now we were done, you know, we had to go and get our school uniforms, our day wear and all those kind of stuff. And then we got to the hostel. When we got to the hostel, like we were about a week late. People had already resumed before us. We were like a week late already. But then when we got to the hostel, I actually thought I was going to be like the youngest person there, 2 years old. Sorry, primary 2, 7 years old. Like I thought I was going to be the youngest person there. But to my surprise, we got to the hostel and there were people in primary 1 in the hostel. And then there was actually a girl in nursery 3 in the hostel. So like it was nice to see that I wasn't the youngest. There were actually people that I was older than. It was just like a nice environment. And you know, the funny thing is that when we got there, even as we were 1 week late, that means the other students, they had already been in school for 1 week before us, and they were still crying for their mommies and their daddies. And me and Neka would just stand by one side and be looking at, these people are seriously crying. Is it that they're missing home? We were so excited. We're so happy to be away from Nnewi. This was somewhere new, something new. It was exciting, and we're so happy. And then there, the kids, they were there crying, and we're like, we walked up to them, we're like, why are people crying? Are you not happy you're away from home? That's why they now start calling me a Nneka heartless Igbo girls. I don't even understand. They were calling us heartless Igbo girls. They were heartless. We're not crying. That means maybe we don't come from a loving family and all that. And we're like, what does that? I don't even understand. I think maybe some of these people that were crying, they actually lived in Benin City. And so maybe it was, the school was still in Benin City. So maybe they felt like their parents just wanted to throw them away. Like, why can't they? Because it's a day and boarding school. It's not just like a boarding school. You could still be a day student. So maybe that was why they were feeling bad. But we, coming all the way from Anambra State, we were so happy. We were so excited. And another funny thing is that then when we got to Grenadian, we used to speak Tabon. You know, as like we used to mother English here and there. Like, oh my gosh. And then every time, of course, we had the aprocos now, the correction fluids, the dictionaries, and you know, those kind of things. So every time we say things like, is it true? All those kind of funny things, people will keep correcting us, and at some point it became so frustrating and annoying, especially for me. My sister Nneka, you know, she kept on taking the corrections and all that, but me at some point I just got so frustrated. When they correct me, I'll just bite off the person's head, like, please don't correct me. I will speak it the way I want to speak. It is not your business. This one, that one. Like, I used to get so defensive then whenever I'm corrected, and to think I'm the one that actually corrects people a lot these days. But yeah, it was fun, you know, it was new. We got to make friends that were not just Igbo people, because we grew up in Nnewi here. All our friends, they were Igbos and all that kind of stuff. But now we got to make friends that, you know, from different backgrounds, and it was really nice. It was a wonderful experience. And then in Grenadian, for the primary school students, see, all we had to do was just sleep and wake up. Just try and wake up. Once you wake up, if you can't bath yourself, then we had nannies in each room, like 2 nannies in each room. They will bath you. We had the laundry people. They wash your clothes for you. You wake up, they make your bed for you. They do everything for you if you want. Although they encourage us to do things like make our beds, you know, wash our underwear, arrange our lockers and all those kind of stuff. But if you don't feel up to it, you can just leave it, and there'll be people to do it for you. So yeah, with time, of course, I started taking corrections, and you know, I made great friends, and it was just amazing. I know, like, some people may think that at such a young age, you know, one should not be sent to a boarding school at such a young age. But to me, I think I'm so grateful to my father for even doing that. I am so happy he did that. I'm so happy he sent us off to boarding school at such a young age. It was an amazing experience. We learned a lot. We learned how to be independent and all of those things. We were not even scared for 1 second. From the moment he told us we're going to boarding school, it was excitement all the way, and it didn't stop. Like, when we were schooling, we were in a private school, but like, the experiences were so different. Like in Grenadian, we got to do inter-house sports. You were in your different houses, you do different sports. Like when we were in Nnewi, the only sports then they used to do maybe a race and all those kind of stuff, track race. But then in Grenadian, in fact, every sport, the high jump or long jump or javelin, of course, track race, sack race, egg race, pin race, like different things. It was just amazing. It was actually really fun, you know. For the first time in our lives, we got to go, you know, provision shopping by ourselves. You know, my dad would just let us go and buy whatever we want. So we'll go and buy things for ourselves. You get to pick what you want, how you want it, and all those kind of things. And you know, as kids now, such little things, it just gives joy, being able to make your own choice and all those kind of things. And we made like connections that we still have to date, maybe 1 or 2, not all of them. Yeah, and it was overall a really nice experience. Obviously, I wouldn't send off my kids to boarding school at such a young age, obviously. But at the same time, I'm still so glad that we're actually sent off to boarding school. It helped to shape us into the women that we are today. It helped to shape me, into the woman that I am today. And yeah, it was really a nice experience. We loved it. It was just amazing. You know, then every time it's midterm break and we have to go home, we're always like sad. We just want to go back to school from the moment we get home. It was that fun. And you know, then in primary school there was no bullying, no anything, nothing at all. So I remember one time this boy, my family friend actually, he tried to bully me. And you know, my sister Nneka, she's very tiny, very skinny, but then she just used to command this authority. So when that boy did what he did, I went to her, straight to her. I was in primary 2. Or then I think I was in primary 3 and she was in primary 5. And I went straight to her and she came and oh my God. Just know that at the end of the day, I was so proud and people started avoiding me. Like, nobody used to look for my trouble because of my tiny, skinny sister. And yeah, secondary school students were not allowed to bully us or to send us on errands, and we had different hostels anyways. Fun story, I was actually supposed to continue in Igbenedion, like my secondary school, but then there was this senior Ada. I don't know, she was in secondary school then. I think she was in SS2 while I was in primary 5. And the next year I was supposed to be in JS1 and she was supposed to be in SS3. And you know, because they always tell us in primary school, you don't have to listen to the secondary school student. They're not supposed to be sending you on errands. So then me and my friends, one time the girl called us and she was trying to send us to the canteen to buy something for her. And we told her plainly, like, you're not supposed to be sending us. We're in primary school, you're in secondary school, so why are you sending us to buy you anything? Maybe we were slightly rude, but then the girl now vouched to deal with us when we get to secondary school. And then they had already made her head girl. You know how they hand over to SS2 students? So she told us that she's going to deal with us. She was going to deal with us when we go into secondary school. Oh my God. And then me and my friend, by the time I got home, I had to tell my dad, Daddy, I don't want to do secondary school in Igbenedion. I don't want to go to Igbenedion. And my dad asked me to write 30 reasons why I didn't want to continue in Igbenedion. And so I sat down with my pen and my paper and I started writing 30 reasons. Although like 20 something of those reasons were like about seniors bullying me and all those kind of things when I get to secondary school, just in different ways. Like I actually wrote 30 reasons why I didn't want to attend Igbenedion secondary school, and my dad read it and he was like, fine, okay, no problem. I could just go and meet my siblings because Nneka graduated and she went and met my other siblings in Kaduna. So it was okay. By the time I was done as well, since I said I didn't want to continue there, I got shipped off to Kaduna as well with the rest of them. So yeah, you guys, that's my story. What do you guys think? Do you think it's actually okay to send off your young child, you know, before secondary school? Do you think it's okay to send them off to boarding school? And what, is this something you frown upon, or do you think it's actually good? The child has a lot to learn from the experience or from it and all those kind of things. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. Would you ever send off your young child to boarding school? And yeah, you guys, tell me what you think. And thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this story time, because I know I am not big on story times. I'm not a good storyteller, but I hope I didn't bore you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, if you did, don't forget to like, comment, share, and of course, please subscribe to my channel. And yeah, once again, my name is NJ, just in case you're seeing this face for the very first time. Welcome to our channel, and please subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to my channel, guys. Please, let's grow this beautiful channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.